Hey everyone, welcome back to this video. This video is going to be based on Cloudwatch and the alarms we can put onto it. So in case we get an error, which we're going to create some mischief, so it's going to be one part creating the alarms and the other part is going to be basically an email alert we get from the alarms. So we're using Cloudwatch and Lambda. Let's get started. So first things first, let's open up step one here, creating the Lambda function. Basically, we're going to start creating some mischief here. And we're going to create something that creates a lot of noise, a lot of alarms put off. So let's get a little ringing going on. Here we're going to put the author from scratch. We're going to name it here noisy log generator. Basically, we're going to be creating a lot of alarms from this generator. So well, not that much, but enough to make it, mischievous. So we're going to create the function and we're going to use a Python. All right. And we're going to then go here. Great. Perfect. In our Lambda code, in our Lambda function, we're going to create the code here. You can copy and paste from my description or my website here. But basically remember, curly brackets and how they're used are very important. So now let's deploy this here. And we're going to now test it out. Before we test it out, we need to create an event, a test event. So let's create the test event. We're going to name ours manual test. And we're just going to save it. Perfect. Now let's test it out. All right, we got some action going on and we have a status code of 200, so it's pretty good. Our Lambda function, our code is going well. All right, perfect. And you can see all the errors we got. So let's jump into step two, where we're going to create the metric filter in Cloudwatch. So let's go to Cloudwatch. And here we're going to click on log management. All right, perfect. Now we're going to look for our function that we created. Remember, a noisy log generator. We're going to make some noise. So here we are, click on there. And we're going to go to a metric filter. We're going to create a filter basically to look for errors that we're creating. So we already have something that's creating the errors. Now let's create a filter that's going to be able to notice them. So here we go. We're going to name this one here. We're going to use the error since we're looking for errors. All right, perfect. And then we'll leave everything default. We're going to click next. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to go call this error log count filter. All right, you can name it whatever you like. Here, we're going to scroll down and we're going to go to metrics. We're going to call this ops assistant demo. We're going to put the metric value to 1, and we're going to call this metric name Lambda error count. Remember that name, it's going to come up later. And so we're going to press now. Also for the unit, we're going to use a count. All right, great, perfect, and click next. Here we're going to just review and just create the filter, and voila, perfect. Step 3, we're going to be giving the Cloudwatch metric filter data from Lambda. Basically, this is us ringing the bell and making a lot of noise. So we're going to test our function again. We're going to test it about 3 times. So I'll press it 3 times. Here's 2. And here's 3. Because we're going to give now our alarm some data. So we're just going to just spark it up. Great. Now we're going to check Cloudwatch for the results of our tests. We're going to check it out. Go back to Cloudwatch. There's a lot of jumping back and forth, but it's worth it. All right. We're going to go to Cloudwatch. Great. Now we're going to look in our metrics here. All our metrics. There's our ops assistant demo that we just created. Click on that, and now metrics and no dimensions. Perfect. And here we go. Remember the Lambda error that we created, the count, and we're going to select that, and we're going to create the alarm. So now we're creating the alarm, not the notification, but the alarm. All right, let's go into there, and you're going to want your settings to look just like mine here. We're going to put ours for a minute so we get some good results every minute. Going to call it, it's going to notice, it's going to check every minute. All right, great. We're going to keep it static. We're going to keep it greater or equal to 1. We're going to put 1 here. Perfect. All right, we're going to click on additional configuration. Here, we're going to also make sure we treat missing data not as a positive false, so we don't get these random calls. It's mostly we're looking for solid errors right now. And we're going to take away the notification because that's the next video. Right now, we're going to press next. Proceed without actions. Yes, we have no action when the alarm goes off. And we're going to call this one as that and just put alarm at the end. Click next. All right, we're just going to create the alarm. Perfect. Now look at the state here. It's insufficient data, but we were waiting. We already created the data before, and now it's recognized it and says, okay, great, we got it. Step 6, we're going to now test that alarm now. Let's go to Lambda. Go on Lambda, go on noise generator, and we're going to click on that button 3 times. We're going to ring that bell again 3 times. So let's click on test once. Perfect. See the status, and then click it twice. We're ringing that bell. Call us Notre Dame because we're ringing it. Okay, and perfect. We did it 3 times. So now we're just going to check the Cloudwatch for the alarm. Just make sure that it recognized all the errors that we're creating. All right, perfect. And there it is. Our Lambda error count has caught it. Perfect. And you can see on the dashboard, which is great. Or you can click on the alarms on the left side here. And left side, click all alarms, and voila. There's your alarm. So whenever you get an alarm, you can always check here. This is where your stuff is going to be noticing if you're taking care of a cloud server, and this is where the big time is. So these are great functions to help out with people who really want to kind of not always double check their, are there anything happening, doesn't happen manually. You have Cloudwatch watching for you, and you also have the alarm calling it out. And the next video we're going to do is now, besides it calling out saying, hey, the plane, we're going to actually have the notification call us in our email and say, the plane, checking out the alarm, check out this error, hey, look at me. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. It's a great service. I think you're going to really use it well for your future plans. So see you in the next video.